It is a return to the lovely local hills where we are in Angus. And as you'll be able to see here, we're actually following for a short part of the walk today the Catteran Trail, which is one of Scotland's great long distance trails. Glen Pro's in this area as well, but we're actually right in the heart of Glen Isla just now. Let's head on through, mister. Come on then. Yes, superb. As I said, we're right in the heart of Glen Isla, and it is another fantastic, beautiful winter's morning, and we're right on the verges of Glen Shee. You might be able to just start to see the hills and some of the Munros popping up right there. Which again, just seeing that in all its beauty is just that reminder that we're so lucky to stay where we are. And behind here, the summit of Mount Blair is over that hill as well. The hill that we're heading up today is called Badandun Hill, I think it is. And as I said, we actually follow a little bit of the Catteran Trail today. So we're walking along that for a little bit today. Nevis is currently interested in sniffing this area. And by no means is this a popular, well-renowned hill at all. I think it is a Graham. It sits at 740 metres, so it's, what is that, 30 metres odd shy of Corbett height. So we've still got a fair bit of a pull up there. I think that's it right here. And then the summit, it's got quite a flat ridge up to the top, and it's quite a nice flat plateau as well. So I'm pretty sure that's it there. So as you can see, there's still a fair dump of snow that's on the hill itself. Really excited for this today because I've never done this before, and if everything goes okay, we're going to be going down to a couple of lochs as well, Loch Chandra and Auchentapel Loch. So again, quite common features of the Catteran Trail. So if that all works out fine, it'll be about 20 kilometres, but we'll just wait and see how we get on. We don't need to do Loch Chandra if we don't want to, but we're pretty much almost certain to do Auchentapel. I'm pretty sure that's Carnacleach up in here, one of the Munros of the Glen Shee Glass Mule circuit. What a view already. All going to plan today. We come back from this path here, swinging round back down to the car there, but for the outward journey we're heading straight on right into the heart of the hills. Tailing off to the right here continues along the Catteran Trail. You might be able to see a path which is coming up there, and then one of the lochs is down there. But our path goes along this way, it skirts around here, and then the summit of Badandun Hill is way out that way. But for only being on the go for about, what, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, you have a real sense of remoteness out here. You can see some of the Munros out this way. I can't quite tell what those ones would be. Yeah, it's a stunning location, this. It's just so remarkably peaceful and just stunning. Lovely hills. You really have that feeling of isolation up here, which is what makes it so amazing. It's not so lonely when you've got a black Labrador though, but that's the best company you can have on a walk. Getting some height now, which is good. We're starting to come across lots of bits of snow, but as you can see, it won't be far till we're right into it. It's so quiet. I adore this place. Every time I've come up to Glen Isla and all these walks, it's always been so peaceful and calm, without a soul to bother you. Yeah, there he goes. Let's see if I can get him back. Yeah, what a place. So beautiful. What a view, what a view, what a terrific day it is in Scotland. Absolutely magical. Right into the snow. There's hardly a breath of wind at the minute either. It's so calm and peaceful. We've come from down here, but out this way you can see, the camera maybe can't, but you can see Ben Lawers in Schiehallion over here. And more prominently here, Ben Aglow, Glistening is around here. And then Moniga Hill up to Glasmool. Monaminich as well, sitting here. There's not a cloud either, not a cloud in the sky. It's just simply marvellous. These days just don't come round often, so we have to make the most of it. And there's our path going uphill there. I've always been looking forward to seeing what this view up here would look like, and it looks like we're going to be treated to an absolute stonker. I'll not lie, the trig point kind of took me by surprise. I thought it would have been a little bit longer to get to the summit of this Graham, but no, we're here. And what a welcome surprise it is. What a, oh my word. Look at this. How special is this? It's another Graham done. Good job, Nevis. Boom, boom, boom. Badandun Hill. You just can't get any better than this. Wow. And there's hardly a breath of wind. Wowee. What do you think of this, Nevis? Mr. Nevis! What do you think of this? What do you think of this? You've done such a good job again, Mountain Dog. I just can't get over how far you can see today. There is Mount Blair, and then all the way out there, Ben Lawers Range, Schiehallion right beside it, Glen Hills, Glistening, round out here, Ben Aglow, right to Glasmool, and up here is Mayor and Dreesh, and then this is towards back home, and Glen Moy, Glen Ogle, Catlaw again, and there's down Auchentapel Loch down there where we want to go later on today. It's just like a different planet up here. It's just special. Snowy hills, just, and if you look at the colours as well, all these browns and the heathers, like it's just barren wasteland, like you're middle of nowhere, sort of. It's just frighteningly beautiful, and quite frighteningly as well. Just over to the left hand side, around about here, the camera won't pick it out, but you can see Ben More, Stibinian, Ben Hornsey, all like the Perthshire hills towards Cranelarich. Like, for this being a half an hour drive to the start point of this hike, and to see as far as that, it's simply astonishing, breathtaking. Yep, another unbelievable local hill. Incredible views with dusted white snow. You would get an unbelievable day out in the Munros today, but as I just wouldn't feel comfortable at all doing it with how long we would be on snow for without boots on for Nevis. We do have socks, but they're not good enough in the bag. And you can actually, this path does take you all the way out to Mayor. It does go all the way out there. But that's maybe for another day. Maybe that's for a day with a wild camp involved and maybe a circuit around Glen. Just unreal. Okay, so the plan for us now is we're going to carry on down the path, going down there, and it skirts down behind into the Glen and then comes back down to the loch, which is down there-ish. There's actually someone else coming up this way now, which is, it's really good to see people making the most out of these conditions. Because why wouldn't you? No need for that. No need. And they are the noises that my ears hear all the time when someone approaches us on a walk. And no matter how many times we've been out now and how many people we've seen, he still barks at them. It must just be like he gets used to the peace and quiet, and then as soon as he sees somebody, it's like, whoa, like, it's just exciting. You're a very excited boy. Right, let's go. We've been up here for about 45 minutes. He'll be getting a bit antsy now. Just walking along this plateau with these views. To say this is a bit of a winter wonderland would be understatement of the century. This is self-care at its absolute finest. Especially with my little Labrador. Hey, this is just the best. So at this point here, you can continue on to the left, and that will take you all the way up to the hills, up towards Mayor, and before you know it, you could be a stone throw away from Corrie. But instead, we're coming along this way, back down towards Auchentapel Loch and where we were at the start of the day. Just a nice, steady, gradual descent as well, and it won't be long until we're back feeling like we're in amongst it all, you know, wilderness, quite a wild feeling, which I'm really looking forward to. It's probably been about an hour since we came down from the summit, and it's all so peaceful. We're no longer in the snow. The snowy bits of path you could just see is just about there. No longer in any of that. Although we do have a slight pull to get back up to this point and then we drop down again. But it's peaceful, it's beautiful colours. The cloud is coming in a little bit now. It was meant to, and it's just like this big wall of cloud and a bit more of a haziness to the weather coming in. So we got up to the summit just in the right time, but it was still crystal clear in sea for miles and miles and miles. That was a beautiful couple of kilometres, just starting here, coming through this open vast moorland. It's just amazing. Then back up to about 450 metres. Again, you can see Drish up there. Badandun hill will be just over this. Just everything that we're looking for. And Mount Blair is back in sight, and it's all downhill from here, I believe. So I've reached the junction point now, back onto the Catamaran Trail. There's a little sign there. I am going to cut this walk a little bit shorter. We were planning on heading up the path which goes along here, up over these hills to Loch Chandra. I've actually got a niggling blister on my left heel, and it's just a bit annoying. So we're going to actually cut the hike short by about 5 or 6 kilometres. Just go down this path, down to Auchentapel, back round in the car. It's just down there. But yeah, we're back on the Catamaran Trail, and this is over these little hills here is where we went up to Badandun Hill. So it's quite a fair swing to get round to this point here, but it's been absolutely stunning and I've loved it, and Mr. Nevis has also loved it. I think he has. There was a little bit of fanning about as well going up to Badandun Hill, so we've been taking a little bit longer to get to this point as expected. That's just kind of nudging me along, just getting back home a little bit earlier. Just sticking crampons on a couple of times, they weren't fitting correctly because these boots are not crampon, well, B2 compatible, and you know, like we spent just nearly under an hour at this summit as well. So yeah, it's been a while, but we're in no rush. It's been an amazing day, and like I love this scenery. It's a beautiful view across the Mount Blair and the loch in front of it. It really is a special place. It's so peaceful and so quiet. Again, very, very lucky that we stay in these areas right on our doorstep. Yes, ever since the loch came in view, all the way up there, this man's been very excited, and he's been making full use of the bungee component of his new lead. There's been lots of pulling going on. The boy loves swimming, and he just knows when he's away to start swimming soon. The anticipation is just relentless. Oh no, Nevis, there's no swimming today. It's all icy. It's all iced up. That's dangerous. Not gonna happen. What we will do though is let's go back this way where there's the river, and we'll go in the river and go for a little paddle there. That could be very dangerous. I never seen that it was all icy at the start. Come on, let's go down here. Oh, where'd it go? Whoa, there you go. The river's nice and high today, Nevis, because of all the rain we've had. What about this? Oh, are you way to go in? What are you thinking about? Woo! The thing is, Nevis, I'm more than happy for you to go in by yourself, but the problem is, you need something thrown in for you. Like, you could just go in yourself and just have a nice time, but no, you've got to be a daft day with something, eh? Whoa. Go. Oh! You left your legs behind. Funny boy. Is that nice? It's just as well you're tall, because otherwise you would have been not able to reach the floor and swept away. Back up by the loch now, so all that's left to do, no, not today, sir. We just skirt along the side. The path goes all the way around the perimeter of it. There's about 500 million gates, I remember. I've been here twice, and there's so many gates to get through, and they're probably only about 2-3 kilometres left to go at the car, so we'll be back there in no time. It's a shame, as I say, that I've not done the full walk I intended on doing today, but you know, when you get a blister, the head just suddenly gets taken out of the game, and I'm still loving every moment of it, but yeah, doing those extra few kilometres a day, I think I would have regretted it. So yes, it's just a stunning place. The bigger loch than it looks on the map, that's always the case. And that is a beautiful view and a beautiful spot right here, looking up to where we were today. You can see that the clouds come in a lot more now as well. It's not as bright, not as blue skies. You're the doggy. Oh, the doggy. You've been so good today. Look how wet you are. You love going in the water. Come on then, let's go. Easy way to start. Oh, that's what we were looking for. It is a beautiful view to take in as we're basically now on the final kilometre of the hike, looking up into Carnaoy is up here, and then Maniga Hill, Glassmool up there. What a day. It's just been so enjoyable, and as I expected, and much like all the hikes in Glen Isla in this area, there's like nobody about. I only saw one person today, and that was on the summit, and then he ended up going back down the same way he came up, and we extended it, so never saw another soul. And love this area for that reason. It is true peace and solitude, and hence why one day I do want to do the Cataran Trail, and I'll probably save it for a time where I feel like my mind's away to explode for whatever reason. I need to get away from it all, but yeah, like what an area. It's so vast and open. Like when we were kind of way over there, and just as we descended down from Badandun Hill, it was bliss. It was beautiful. And speaking of Badandun Hill, it's just up in here. It's absolutely gorgeous views up there, and you can see for absolutely miles. I can't believe you're able to see Ben Moor and Stibinion from up there, which is right over by Crane Larach. So I don't think I'll ever get better views than that if I ever revisit that hill, which I probably will at some point. And like always, what an absolute privilege it's been to share it with my little black Labrador. He's now 1.5 years old, so right in the thick of it as he tries to pull me off. But yeah, like the days are so much more enjoyable when he's around. It's just special to share it by myself, but even more special sharing it with a Labrador. But here's the path and the junction point from earlier on. We came up here from the car and then continued down that path up there and all the way up Badandun Hill. But there's that path, and it's been another amazing day just exploring the local hills, and just goes to show that you don't need to go very far to experience peace and solitude and get the amazing views. Very little can beat it, sir. Very little can beat it. Love this hobby, absolutely love it to bits, and I'm so grateful that I can do it. Well, there we go. Made it back safe and sound. The hell was that? Must have been my ice axe or something. And there's the Cataran Trail sign, and there is the car. What a day, what a brilliant day, what a brilliant dog. What a brilliant experience.